Before you buy or take delivery of a 2026 Toyota Sienna Hybrid, make sure you watch this full video review. Because in this video, I'll be reviewing exactly what I love, what I dislike, and real-world fuel economy on this 2026 Toyota Sienna Hybrid Limited. And a little bit later on, towards the end of this video, I'll be reviewing exactly what I expect to change for the 2027 Toyota Sienna Hybrid. And by the way, everyone, this video is actually brought to you and sponsored by a company called 3W Autolife, which is a company that makes a perfect alternative to the all-weather floor mats that come standard from the manufacturer. This is an upgrade to your interior floor. I'll review it and show you exactly what I'm talking about, so make sure you stick around. So once upon a time, this used to be the most fully loaded version of the Toyota Sienna Hybrid. Now, Sienna Hybrid came out in 2021 as a new generation, which is exactly this. Hasn't really changed since 2021, so we are due for a change. Again, I'll talk to you about that later on in this video. But we can now get this Sienna Hybrid in a platinum grade, which upgrades you to features like heads-up display. It also upgrades you to a different style alloy wheel. It gives you a vacuum with a mini cooler, and really that's about it. For the most part, this is still very fully loaded and well equipped. You get the nice chrome plated alloy wheels, you get the 360-degree camera view monitor. You do get the upgraded front fascia, which has the paint matched colored front grille with the sensors all around the front and rear of the vehicle as well. You get the power moonroof, you get the kick sensors for the side and for the rear tailgate as well. So it is definitely loaded. Now, this model also comes standard with heated rear seats for the middle passengers. Now, it's captain seats, it's a 7-passenger configuration. All the all-wheel drive loaded models are 7-passenger. You can't get them in the bench configuration. As you can see here, you've got the voided space right in the middle here, which is plenty of space for someone or a passenger to walk to the back third row, which again, back third row gives you plenty of space here for a decent sized child or even an adult to sit in the back third row. So nonetheless, you got heated middle row seats, you've got independent climate control here for your middle row or back row. So it's a 3-zone climate control. Now, these are things I love about the Sienna, but the drop-down DVD system that comes standard on the XSE Tech package, Limited, and Platinum is a little bit finicky. So here are the accessory outlets. You've got an AC 120, 1500 watt plug and an HDMI. Now, mainly these are to be used for the drop-down DVD system, and really that's the only way that you can get the drop-down DVD system to work properly and cast whatever it is that you want to play here. Usually what you do is you hook up an iPod, iPhone, or an Android or a tablet of some sort, hook it up to an HDMI or a power source, and once you toggle through the proper setting on the front multimedia, you will then get access to show and display with audio and visual on the DVD system. Never have I ever been able to work this DVD system wirelessly. It does have that capability and feature, but I've tried countless times with countless different model Siennas. I've had, Limiteds in the past. I've had Siennas now for a couple of years, and I've never been able to get the DVD to successfully work wirelessly. I tried with an Android, I tried with an Apple device, doesn't matter, can't get it to work. If you can get it to work, let me know how in the comment section, but I've only been able to get it to work with a additional device plugged in to the vehicle via one of these power sources here. Now, another feature I really love about the Toyota Sienna Hybrid, regardless of the model and trim you go with, is this super long slide feature. Now, they don't have stow and go, which is more of like a caravan feature, but check it out. You've got full range and full length control of the middle row seats, so someone can access easily behind the middle row or they can access very easily in front of the middle row. And with the limited and the platinum grades, you get the reclining seat function, which is really convenient, and it even extends out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does. So it even pulls out for taller passengers. This is really convenient and useful for long trips or long drives, and it helps the passengers, whether it's kids or adults, feel really comfortable. Now, as promised, allow me to show you how you can further protect the interior of your Toyota Sienna Hybrid, regardless if it's the LE Limited or the Platinum. These mats are from 3W and are 3D scanned, so they give you a perfect, precise fit to the interior, front, middle, and third row. And they are made from a premium TPE material, which combines the properties of both rubber and plastic. So they're not too stiff, they don't give off any offensive odors, especially in high heat conditions. They're very easy to install, uninstall, and keep clean. And because of the more precise fit and higher edges and cornering, they help to keep things like water, salt, mud, snow off and away from your factory carpet floor of your Toyota Sienna. So if you're constantly carrying kids, pets, cargo, and you want to extend the life of the interior on your Sienna Hybrid, consider these mats from 3W. And new for, I believe, 2026, but maybe this was around in 2025, it's a rear seat reminder system. Now, I'm not sure exactly how Toyota pulled this off, but I believe somewhere within the roof liner, there's sensors built in that once the vehicle is shut off and you're out of the vehicle, and I think you have to have it locked, but I'm not sure, maybe you don't. I forget how this feature exactly works, but what it does is it will set off the alarm if it actually senses an occupant or a passenger left in the vehicle while it's off and locked. And we've actually tried and tested this out. Obviously, we were right outside of the vehicle, but it works like a charm. I believe it notifies you via the Toyota app, and you also get a emergency phone call from Toyota that is automated that says someone is in the vehicle or left in the vehicle. So really convenient, really useful safety feature and technology. Granted, you shouldn't be leaving anybody in the vehicle, so I'm not sure how you would actually pull that off and forget someone in the vehicle, but always good to have. Underneath the hood on the Sienna Hybrid for 2026 at least, we have a 2.5 liter hybrid powertrain system that puts out right around 245 horsepower. Now combined, this hybrid powertrain system can tow up to 3,500 pounds. Now, one of the common concerns, which are valid for the Toyota Sienna Hybrid, is that it's not quite enough power or not quite enough torque or acceleration under the pedal when you've got a full cabin of passengers or cargo, or when you're going on an on-ramp on the highway or freeway, or you're trying to make a pass. This is entirely true. The horsepower is actually enough, in my opinion, on the Sienna Hybrid. But yes, if you are trying to make a pass or heavily accelerate on an on-ramp or off a stop, or you have a full 6-7 passengers in the vehicle or full cargo, you do feel that the Sienna is a little bit on the sluggish side, and the 2.5 liter hybrid powertrain system does seem to struggle a little bit. But under normal driving conditions and normal driving, day-to-day driving, it's perfectly fine. I would say that you don't really realize any kind of hesitation in terms of power or acceleration. But yes, it's a big all-wheel drive heavy vehicle, so the powertrain system is going to struggle a little bit, in my opinion, at least with the current setup of 245 horsepower. So what are we going to see for 2027? Maybe some improvements on power, maybe some improvements on the electric motors, maybe bigger electric motors, different hybrid powertrain system, maybe a turbo. But I believe we should be seeing some kind of improvement or increase in the powertrain for the next gen Toyota Sienna. Actually, in fact, if you take a look at underneath the hood, there's quite a bit of space here for a bigger, larger combustion engine, or even maybe a turbo component, which could add to the acceleration off the line. or horsepower in general, there's a lot of space right around here on the passenger side. And overall, I mean, I've seen engine compartments that were much tighter than this in terms of space. So let's see what happens for the new gen Toyota Sienna. So really, in terms of the user friendliness or the convenience, nothing really beats the Sienna Hybrid if you carry a lot of passengers or your kids on a regular daily basis and you need comfortable enough space for 2 to 3 passengers plus cargo. I'll show you the cargo in just a second. Nothing beats it. The Grand Highlander doesn't beat it. The Toyota Sequoia doesn't beat it, because on the Sequoia, you don't get access to this beautiful, lovely feature, which once you have a Sienna, you can't, or a minivan, you can't go without this, and that's power sliding doors. Super convenient. You don't have to worry about, you know, kids or passengers making door dents or dings when they open and get out of your SUV or vehicle like you would on something like a Grand Highlander, 4Runner, Sequoia, etc. So nothing beats the convenience of a minivan, especially a Sienna with the standard all-wheel drive on this model, with the hybrid powertrain system, amazing fuel economy, and amazing resale value and reliability. Let's hop in and check out the fuel economy. All right, starting up the Sienna Hybrid Limited, and you can see here on the odometer that we have just over 3,500 kilometers. So the Sienna Hybrid has definitely gotten built in and worked in terms of being able to adapt to the driving style, driving habits, which usually takes a few thousand kilometers on any Toyota hybrid model. And if you want to learn more about how the Toyota hybrid powertrain system works, I'm actually going to leave a link, 2 links actually, in the description below. One is to a copy of a free 50-page long hybrid ebook guide that tells you more about the hybrid powertrain system, what to expect, how to manage it, how to properly care for it, how to improve longevity, and more. And if you already own a Toyota hybrid vehicle, I'm going to leave a second link in the description below to an available for purchase hybrid ebook guide toolkit, which is a little bit more involved and specific. It has a couple of checklists on there that you can reference. And if you appreciate Toyota hybrid related content like this, consider subscribing to the Toyota World YouTube channel. It would really mean a lot to me. Taking a look at the real world fuel economy after right under 3,600 kilometers, you can say just over 8 liters per 100 kilometers combining city and highway. Now, I do more city driving, or we do more city driving than anything. We probably do 80% city, 20% highway or freeway. So this is actually stronger than most cases if you're doing more of a split driving between city and highway. City driving, you are going to get better fuel economy because you're actively engaging and disengaging your hybrid powertrain system, those electric motors. You're using regenerative braking more, so definitely stronger fuel economy with more city driving. But that means that I'm getting roughly 750 kilometers to a full tank on a minivan, which is very impressive. So I'm absolutely pleased with the fuel economy on this Sienna Hybrid. But moving on to another feature or topic that I'm not so pleased with on the Sienna Hybrid, regardless of the model and trim you go with, is the multimedia. Now, the multimedia itself actually did get improved and upgraded for 2026, I believe, if not 2025. It's now wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, cloud-based navigation capability, and more. But if you take a look at the actual size of the screen, it's quite awkward. Now, it's very wide. I believe this is a 12.3 inch, but it's quite narrow. It is a strong rectangle shape, whereas all the other multimedias on any other Toyota vehicle, regardless of the model and trim, are going more for the squared approach, which gives you a little bit more of that height. Now, granted, Toyota probably couldn't add more height to this because it's quite of a sloped windshield, and you would take away from the visibility between your rear view mirror and your multimedia. So I get that part. But a little bit of a different design setup would definitely feel like you're getting a little bit more tech, and it would feel like you're really getting that 12.3 inch wide large space if it sat a little bit higher. One more option and feature that could be better on the Sienna Hybrid for any model really is the Toyota Safety Sense. Now, Toyota Safety Sense now goes up to 4.0, which is debuted on the 26 RAV4, but the Sienna is still on Toyota Safety Sense, or TSS 2.0, which is the original Toyota Safety Sense. So in terms of standard safety equipment, the new Gen RAV4 is way more advanced and capable than the family minivan, the Sienna Hybrid. So expecting to see some changes to the Toyota Safety Sense for 2027, which I'll get more onto this topic in just a second. But currently, regardless of the model and trim you go with, Toyota Sienna for 2026 is still on TSS 2.0. Checking out the back cargo area, you can realistically fit plenty of cargo area in the trunk with the back third row still being used. Now, it's hard to get this kind of convenience even out of something like the Toyota Sequoia, which is a massive hybrid SUV, because these seats are actually a 60-40 split still, and you can stow them right into the cavity of the trunk, which is quite deep. It goes down probably about a foot or so from the edge here of the rear bumper. So plenty of space to put any kind of cargo and still have full access to 7 comfortable seating arrangements for your passengers. So it doesn't get better than this when it comes to cargo and storage and seating comfort than a Sienna Hybrid. All right, everyone, so as I promised, let's talk about the 2027 Toyota Sienna Hybrid. So officially, we don't have any official news yet as to 27 being the model year that a redesign will come, but it's very highly likely. I've been with the brand for almost 20 years and I can get familiar and see the trends. So this model came out as a 2021 model years ago. We're talking now nearly 6 years ago. So it's due for a change and it's pushing for a change. A lot of competition is kind of raising the bar a little bit. So Toyota for 27, if there is a change, which we will have confirmation very soon, make sure you subscribe and stick around to the channel because I'll be announcing that as the official news comes out. We could see completely new design on the exterior, on the interior, on the multimedia. We could be getting some updates like the Arene software as well in terms of technology that debuted on the 26 Toyota RAV4. We can definitely be seeing Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 or higher, possibly Toyota Safety Sense 4.0. We could be seeing more models to choose from, more exterior and interior color selections. I don't think we'll be seeing a full plug-in electric Toyota Sienna. I think that market is still quite small, in my opinion. I expected that to happen for the 26 RAV4, just a full EV, and it didn't happen. So I doubt it'll happen for 27 or even 28 Toyota Sienna Hybrid if 27 isn't the year for a redesign or a revamp, which it should be. So exterior, interior revamp, safety technology, options, models, colors, interior, exterior, all that. Possibly powertrain improvement. Now, I don't think a turbo would go under the hood. Doesn't sound right for a minivan. I don't think a larger combustion engine would go under the hood. That also doesn't sound right. I mean, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder is the going rate now for most minivans. But I do see an upgrade to the hybrid system, possibly the 5th gen hybrid system or the 6th gen hybrid system, which is actually debuting in the new Lexus sedan for 26. So maybe we'll get that underneath the hood for the 27 Sienna Hybrid. What do you think? And let me know what you want or expect to see change for a possible new gen Sienna. I hope you enjoyed this video topic and review, and you now know what to expect if you're about to take delivery or purchase a current generation Toyota Sienna Hybrid, regardless of the model and trim. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.